Thanks for the heads up. I'm enjoying the music as well. Well, I'll try to keep my mouth shut as much as I can. That was my bad. We're all good now. Yeah. Okay. I was talking to myself all this time. No problem. I was saying that we're going to be working on Navmeshing today, just like we were yesterday. We're continuing right where we left off. As always, if you have questions, feel free to ask them. Also, thank you, Valerius, for the follow. And yeah, hope you guys are having a good day. It's super rainy in the Netherlands right now. It's been pouring down for, I don't know, all morning basically. Someone asked me what time it was for me locally. It is 11:15 a.m. This is interesting, by the way. So the automatic nav meshes over the wall, over the top of the wall. We don't need, but it's interesting that it does it anyway. Also, thank you very much for the follow, Prophet. Dull in the UK as well. Dry in South Holland. Oh, I can't wait. Sunny in France. Très bien. Sounds good. Dry in New York. Oh, you're from the Big Apple, huh? Dragon, thank you for the follow as well. Ah, New Zealand. That is cool. Always wanted to go to New Zealand. Hopefully I will one day. Red Cloud, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate ya. $10 a.m. in Northern Ireland, pretending to work. Alright. It's a good username as well for an Irishman. Whiskey Treetop. I do like Megalon Fedek. No ice. Electric and Splash, thank you for the follow as well. Still awake at 4 a.m. in the US of A. Very nice. Well, at least you got to watch this. Very exciting stream. Actually, you know what? I recommend you keep watching this. It's honestly, it's super chill and relaxing. Good chance that the combination of this kind of work plus the music will put you to sleep in no time. I like feet. Hey. You do you. No judging. Oh, I also forgot to check for warnings. Oh, no warnings found. How nice. Wow, we got a follow train going. Caitlin, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome. Fair warning, everyone. I stream other stuff on here besides Skyblivion every now and again, so don't be scared if you see me playing Skyrim or Oblivion on Friday nights. It does happen. Smad have. Thank you for the follow as well. An Alter Zero, damn. Fictive, thank you as well, my friend. Thank you very much. Lagarel and Stubby, welcome. Okay, what do you guys think? Should I mute the notifications, or should I keep them keep the sound on? Might be a little annoying for you guys to keep hearing the audio pop up. Crank it up, keep them. Okay, okay. You love it? Wow, I was kind of expecting you guys to go the complete and opposite direction with this, but makes it immersive for people who spam. Okay. From Elder Scrolls, so it fits. Yeah, fair enough. Channel growth is satisfying. It is. Yeah, I've been thinking once Skyblivion is over, I can always resort to doing Twitch full time. You know, stripping and begging for money. Would be cool. $10 to take my top off. Sounds like a good deal. Chupu, thank you for the follow as well. I think this is the last edit I'm gonna make. Yeah, this looks good. Check for errors, no warnings found. Fantastic. Finalize and move on to the next. Masora asks, would you mind explaining what it is you're doing to the map at the moment? Not at all. So, what we're working on today, this morning, this evening, wherever you're from, is called Navmeshing. Navmesh is the grid on top of the world map, basically. This grid, let me highlight it. This grid tells NPCs where they can and cannot walk. Us human beings, we can, for instance, see that there's a wall, choose to walk around it. NPCs need a cutout like this. Basically, everything that's red, the NPCs can walk on. Anything that's gray is a tree, a wall, some sort of obstacle. And we also have the green lines here, which are the stitchings of the cells. Skyrim, or the creation kit, works in cells, so the world map is divided into these big squares. For an NPC to be able to walk from cell 1 to cell 2, there needs to be a stitch, this green line. Let's see if we can find an area that doesn't have a stitch. Right there. This is something we have to fix. So an NPC wouldn't be able to walk from here to here. They would kind of go around to this spot right there. Now, as you can see, there's already Navmesh in place, so you might be wondering, well, what the hell are we doing today? The Navmesh was automatically generated, and we're going over every single cell in this claim. I think it's about 300 cells that we have to go through in total. And we're doing a couple of things. So first of all, we're checking the Navmesh for errors. As you can see, there's 3 errors found, so we'll fix that in a minute. We have to make sure they're stitched properly, and we have to optimize them. So use as little triangles as possible without making the Navmesh absolute dog shit. Now, a really good way to optimize your Navmesh from the get-go, when you're working with automated Navmesh, is selecting any triangle on the map, on the main Navmesh, and hitting I. This is called invert select. When you invert select, all these little islands pop up. I like to call them Navmesh islands. Problem is that an island is more or less useless data to us. An NPC can't walk from the floor up to the island because there's no connection. And a lot of these are rocks that are really tough for NPCs to get on anyway, so I just remove them completely. And that's one very simple optimization we just made. We already made the game or the plugin a little smaller, so when it gets merged, there's less data in the build. And that is more or less what we're doing today and what we're going over. And there's also things like making something a preferred path with P that turns it yellow. P turns it yellow. That's a good one. Preferred pathing basically means a preferred road or path to take for NPCs. So, for instance, all the roads, kind of a road, but not really. I'm sure we'll get to one eventually. But all the roads, for instance, use preferred pathing because you want NPCs to follow the road and not walk through the wilderness if they have the choice. Same with water. You need to toggle water on or off, so NPCs and animals know how to behave. And that's more or less what we're doing. And yes, Navmeshing water is super annoying. Now, because I don't have all the time in the world, I'm trying to simplify this process as much as possible. So I'm just getting rid of easy wastes like that. Looking for any really big errors. I don't really see any. So the next step is to just check the Navmesh for errors. It has found 3. Now these are very hard to find yourself, so we're very happy that this is being done for us. Get rid of them. 2 more errors. This is really bad. When there's Navmesh on top of each other, that's a big no-no, and it can be hard to spot sometimes. But this is an area that an NPC might get stuck on. They will just kind of walk in their place, make little pirouettes. It's no bueno. 1 more error found. Okay. And that was that. That was 1 cell. Only 200 and what? I don't know, like 250 to go, ish. It's unfortunate, but Navmesh is incredibly important for the overall gameplay experience, as you might imagine. Buggy NPCs or quests are usually caused by faulty Navmesh. So it's imperative that we try and fix whatever it is that we can find. This is also a good sign of shit Navmesh. When you see a yellow line like that, lines should be red when Navmesh is connected properly. There's yellow here, so it means that these are not connected. We can highlight them, hit Q, and it's merged, and the line turns red. Want. Also, the problem here was that little pebble right there. The pebbles are small enough for NPCs to just walk over. What I like to do is I like to just merge the Navmesh wherever there's a pebble, and it shouldn't cause any issues in the game. bigger outline for the actual rock. And yeah, this is more or less what my day looks like. Now, there's no islands in this. I just checked. Nothing gets highlighted, so that's good. Maybe there's a couple of errors. Okay, 3 warnings. So we'll go over that real quick. Basically what I do when we find one of these errors is I redistribute the Navmesh. Or in this case, delete a triangle. No warnings found. Okay. Now remember I talked about the stitch that was missing? There might actually be a reason why this wasn't stitched automatically. Looks like there's a good reason why it's not stitched automatically. These points, they need to match. You want those to be as close together as they possibly can be. They need to be touching butts. Very important. If they're not, then they don't get stitched. And if they don't get stitched, we have a problem. Something else that's important is we just made an edit to a different cell that we've already been to technically. It's important that we go back to this cell, check for errors. Okay, no errors found. Because what can happen is that by you making a change, you're actually creating a problem in the other cell, which is no big deal. You can easily fix it, but if you forget to fix it, you have to do it at the final stage of the finalization process for your plugin, and that's kind of a pain in the ass. So, the earlier you fix your mistakes, the better. That's why we're checking for errors now and not at the very end. It might save a bit of time. Or it might feel like you save a bit of time, but in the end you don't. You really don't. As you can see, stitched together nicely, which means we can move on to the next cell, which happens to be a cell with a lot of water, which I hate, kinda. Think for the follow. The reason why I hate water so much is because the automated Navmesh tends to be a bit of a mess. And even when it's not a mess, it's just a pain in the ass to work underwater. It really is. I'm gonna assume I've already been here. I don't remember working with water yesterday. Oh, this is also a good cell to show you guys. So this is a preferred path we talked about earlier. Essentially, it's a road, and this road was leading to a cave. You see right there, which has a nice little marker, a door marker, which is why you see this yellow or this blue triangle. It's blue if the door marker is on a preferred path. It's green if it's, you know, any other location. Also, I'm noticing that we have been here before, but they weren't stitched properly, and now they are. Back to our own lane. This is where we left off, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Thank you, Russian, for the follow. Привет. Спасибо. Gonna get rid of this. A lot of verts, not really necessary. Gotta quickly redo this part. Oh, cheers, King. Appreciate that. Hey, who knows? Maybe you'll become a millionaire someday. Don't forget about me when you do, alright? Alright. Robin, thank you for the follow as well. Hey, Atomic. You can only have triangles. It doesn't really matter how triangly your triangle is. Just as long as it has 3 points. For instance, this triangle right here is more pleasing to the eye than this one, but for the engine it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. Hello, Alexander. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Also, Snowy, I totally missed your message. I'm missing a lot of messages, by the way. I'm almost too focused, I suppose. I'm not gonna go over every little inch of this place. Like I said earlier, we have a lot of work, and it's simply not worth it to go over every inch with a magnifying glass. It doesn't always look pretty, but to quote Todd Howard, it just works. It just works. And that's the most important in the end. Alright, let's check for some errors, shall we? Only 2, that's not bad. Just redistribute that. This. Move on to the next. Okay. As you can see, there's a lot of Navmesh islands in this place, but not all of them are bad. This is fine. This is fine, and this is fine. These are just corners that are not connected to the rest. Let's see why that is. Sense. What I'm doing now is I'm just selecting the islands I can find. Like this. Hit F to select them all. And just hit delete to get rid of them. And checking for warnings. Ah, yeah, this is not good. Jimmy, I missed your question, but this is the last Navmesh claim. For the exterior world map. Doesn't mean we're completely done. We have oh boy, this is a mess. We have one more claim left, but we're gonna do that claim with the whole Navmesh department together as like a team bonding thing. Alright, let's check for errors again. These kind of streams are peaceful and fun to listen to. I could probably fall asleep. Honestly, I'll take that as a compliment. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Does the indoor nav meshing need work? It's also being worked on. Don't think there's a whole lot left to do for indoor nav meshing, but I might be wrong. Haven't really concerned myself with interiors. The thing is, interiors are kind of easier to work on than exteriors are. So as soon as the exteriors are completed, then our main workload is cut in half. Well, more than a half. Pretty much done. This as well. Caitlin, by all means, go get some food. We will be here for a while. Apu, thank you for the follow. And the one and only, thank you. Thank you. I think this might be the end of the line as far as our claim goes. Pretty sure. Phantom, thank you. Volk. You know what? You just might get that with a Skyblivion, honestly. It'll feel new and fresh and exciting. I'm sure you'll find some part of your childhood back. Then again, whatever you do, time does tick away, whether you like it or not. But the fond memories are not going anywhere, right? Okay, as you can see, the automated Navmesh hadn't stitched anything together, so good that we're here. Else, if you'd walk up to this cave, you'd have a bandit behind you, they would kind of stop staring at you and get awkward. Kodori, if your PC can handle Skyrim, then it shouldn't have any problems handling Skyblivion. Hey, no one is found. Yo, sour pickle. Willkommen. Okay, so this is an interesting part of... So, not quite sure what the hell... Oh, okay. This is an interesting little cell we run into. So the Navmesh verts are way below the floor. which is why it looks like such a mess, and this would definitely break your game. Or at least, you know, break any NPC walking on top of this. Apu, I walked through it, or I talked to chat through it twice now, but I have a command. If you type !Navmesh, you will see a clip where I explain it again. I will explain it a couple more times during these streams, but to not repeat myself too much, I may choose not to not to explain it every now and again. Nothing personal, just especially if you're on Twitch, it's easy to use the command and get the explanation without me having to blab for a couple of minutes. Okay, so that kind of fixed our situation. More or less. What has been my favorite part about the project so far? Some of the landscapes that we've worked on. I talk about this almost every stream when it gets asked, but I wrote some design documents for specific environments, and the process of seeing those documents go to the to the 2D department, having concept made, seeing landscapers kind of go to town with what they were handed in or handed over, and then seeing the final product, like the Gold Coast for instance, it's just as I imagined. And it's funny as well because when I remember Oblivion, I remember the environments looking a lot better than they did. You know, I remember the Gold Coast being an actual beach, but then when you go back in Oblivion, it's kind of empty and, you know, not all that special. Which is, you know, we call that nostalgia. And it's cool being able to use those images and memories that apparently were never really there, and make those kind of materialize and make them happen. That's been really, really fun. Other than that, definitely meeting all the different people through this project. I've been to the United States because of this project. I've met some fantastic Elder Scrolls Bethesda YouTubers thanks to this project. I've been able to talk with Bethesda staff thanks to this project. I've also spent a lot of money, or lost a lot of money thanks to this project, but hey, that's alright. Hopefully I will also be able to land a career in the future next, thanks to this project, so that'll make up for it, I hope. Caitlin, yeah, we have a bunch of Easter eggs and little hidden areas throughout the game. Too many to count, honestly. Looking forward to seeing you guys find some of those. Also, Anya, thanks for the host, and Protocol, thanks for the follow. As well as Ox. Right. Vuon, I'm working on the area below Cheydinhal right now. So kind of between Cheydinhal and Blackwood. I think the only notable location in this claim would be Boethia Shrine. Nothing too special. I always wondered, you can't take money for the project, but how about doing a Kickstarter for, let's say, an artist creating a paper map for the game, open source it, and then use it for the game? I'd gladly donate for that. I mean, even taking money for a project, it's not so much that you can't. There are plenty of ways to monetize this. A good example would be, for instance, Beyond Skyrim or 5M, which are similar modding projects that are funded. I think they rake in about 2k a month. It's more personal preference, I suppose. I choose not to monetize. For instance, this Twitch channel is not partnered. Other developers on the project are or have been in the past, and that's totally fine. No, nothing wrong with that. For me, the biggest issue is I don't want to be in charge of having to decide who gets money. That's just a shit show I don't want to be a part of. So yeah. The way we're doing it now is purely volunteer based. If you want to work on your portfolio while also work on this project, then well, you're at the right address. If that's something that you're not interested in, that's fine too, and we'll just keep doing what we're doing. What program are you using? This is called the Creation Kit. It's the official modding tool for Skyrim. Same modding tool basically for Oblivion, Morrowind, Fallout. 8 PM and Joe, thank you for the follow, guys. Girls. Dudes or dudettes. And Boris. And Travel in the Dark. Thank you, thank you. Jeez. Zanades and Samokadis. Thank you. Doesn't look half bad. It's not perfect, but... Ooh, that's not good. Gonna save real quick. Barb, thank you as well. And Dave. Ah, Joe, cool. Yeah, I stream on both Twitch and YouTube, but Twitch is the only channel where I can actually read the chat properly. Yeah, if you don't want to go to Twitch, you know, YouTube is perfectly fine to watch the show. If you have questions though, and if you're going for interactivity, then I'm afraid you'll have to move over to Twitch. We don't need a whole lot of concepts, no, but you can always apply. I'm not sure what else we have left. I think mostly clothing can still be designed. That's something you want to do. Anya asks, since there are so many items in the Creation Club as paid items that are important items from Oblivion quests, are you dealing with those? No, because those items are completely separate. They're not in any way, shape or form connected to Skyrim, Oblivion or Skyblivion. So we don't have to deal with those. On the Creation Club, I think there are a couple of artifacts, you know, like really powerful Daedric items that you can get in Oblivion, but not in Skyrim or vice versa. And we have our own, you know, we have our own 3D department. We have our own team of people who work on such assets. So kind of good news, I guess, for the people who didn't pay or don't want to pay for Creation Club items. You'll just be able to use them from Skyblivion. We'll probably release a lot of these as standalone mods at some point as well. Seven errors, oh boy. But yeah, no worries, no worries. That's not gonna be a problem for us. Did we finish the Bell of Bruma? I'm not sure if anyone on the questing department has worked on that. We're working on things in chronological order. It'll definitely be bigger though. Don't worry about that. I would love to voice act. Unfortunately, we are not looking for voice actors, but I know that Skywind and Beyond Skyrim are. So if that's something that you really want to do, you can head over to beyondskyrim.com or skywind.com, and I'm sure they would love to have you. No comments. Well, same answer, I suppose. Yeah. Katrina, thank you for the follow. Welcome. And voila, no more errors. Very good. Joe's van Hawk, thank you for the follow as well. Beer, we're using Skyrims. YouTube has a big delay. Oh, no worries, don't worry about it. Will mods need to adapt to work on Skyblivion? It depends on the mod. Some probably do, others probably don't. It really just depends. If we're talking about extensive character overhauls, you know, Skyblivion uses unique characters, not linked to Skyrim, so those probably won't work. If you have a retexture mod for your horses, Skyblivion uses unique horses, so those won't work. If you have a mod that equips your arrows to your hip instead of your back, that will work just fine. If you have a combat overhaul, that will work just fine. And you know, mod authors and users can create their own patches to make sure that mods are compatible with one another. So I'm sure we'll see a lot of Skyblivion compatibility patches when the time does come. What's important though is that the Skyblivion project, the team will not be working on any compatibility patches. You know, we have enough work ahead of us as it is. So we're gonna leave that to the community to fix. Another question is Skyblivion Cyrodiil a new land in Skyrim, or will it replace vanilla Skyrim? Neither, I suppose. It's kind of similar to the Dragonborn DLC where you go to Vardenfell, or Solstheim, sorry. Only in the Dragonborn DLC you can go there by boat. With Skyblivion you install the mod, and you're only able to go there either by using console commands or by starting a new game. And when you start a new game, you can select, do you want to play Skyrim or Skyblivion? If you click Skyblivion, then you know, you will see the Oblivion intro. Oh, didn't mean to do that, but okay. You'll see the Oblivion intro, and you'll well, you go through the Imperial City tutorial, all that, and yeah, you'll basically just start your game as if you were playing Oblivion. No, Beyond Skyrim, Cyrodiil would not interfere in any way because it is a different world space. Skyblivion and Beyond Skyrim have nothing to do with each other as far as the plugins go. You know, when you install the mods. We might share some assets, but even those will probably be in separate folders, so you'll just install them twice. No issues there whatsoever. What Elder Scrolls game has the best music in my opinion? I would say... Oh, it's actually a really tough one. I don't know, I feel Oblivion had the most upbeat and beautiful soundtrack. Skyrim was the most diverse. I really liked Skyrim's because it had, you know, music for every occasion, basically. And Morrowind's was the most unique. So I guess that kind of ends the question. They all win in their respective categories, I think. Also, thank you Mac and Acid for the follows. Maybe upbeat is not the right words. High fantasy. Beautiful. Something along those lines. Okay, cool. We finished this cell, and with that we finished another row, which is good news. Relaxing, yeah. Max, thank you for the follow. Okay, so the last step is to merge everything together. Stitch it together, I mean. No. This didn't get stitched. Ah, so this is a good, oh god, example. I cannot lose green. So the reason why this didn't get stitched is because the points are nowhere near each other and looks like it's also kind of far apart, isn't it? Gotta make sure everything lines up here before we can attempt another stitch. Good. Gonna get rid of these. There's a big tree in the way. Better. Let's try it again. And there we go. Perfect. Okay, we're gonna start with a new row. But I am gonna make myself a cup of tea really quickly. Thank you very much for the kind words, Jeremy. Appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Yeah, like it says on the screen, probably like 10 minutes. And I'll see you soon. All right. Oh yeah, Arya's Ascension is a beautiful track. Whispers, thank you for the follow. It was fast, yeah. Apparently it was already a kettle standing by. And I appreciate you, Mike. You fucking legends. And Gaming Slipper, we are working on a dev diary, yes. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna grab some aspirin as well because I have a bit of a headache. Hey, Colossi, thank you very much for the kind words. Appreciate it. Fucking hate swallowing aspirin. Hey, Danny, welcome back. It's going alright. Going alright. Hope you're doing well yourself. I'm getting enough sleep. Yeah, I'm good. Silent. Technically, yes. We'd have to test it out to be sure, but technically, yeah. Nothing too weird going on with this. No warnings found. Great. Bada bing, bada boom. Going to the next one. Bro buddy, yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the moment. Sorry, I'm doing something else in the background really quickly. Alright, Snugglebytes, thank you for the follow. Let's get back to it, shall we? Fictus, thank you as well. And Seeker, welcome, welcome. Silent Whispers, if you type !soundtrack, you can get a link to the Skyblivion soundtrack. What you're listening right now in the background is a collection of Oblivion, Skyrim and Skyblivion music. All compiled in one big ass playlist for your listening pleasure. You don't like it, you can get out. Afraid that command only works on Twitch, by the way. Actually, I'll share the link on YouTube real quick. There we go. YouTube. Nope, that's not the right thing. Oh god, this is difficult. Why is it difficult? Go. Ah, an Oblivion Gates. These are always a pain in the ass. Okay. Have this one as well. Snugglebites. I'm currently working on Navmesh. Navmesh is basically an overlay on the world map. Navmesh means navigational grid. It's a grid that shows the NPCs, so the non-playable characters, where they can walk. Yeah, so basically what we do is we lay down a collection of these triangles, and we're trying to create cutouts, almost. So anywhere that's gray is an obstacle, anywhere that's red with triangles is an area that the NPC can traverse, more or less. So for instance, with the Oblivion Gate, the rocks, etc., areas where you can't walk. Outside of it, we're laying down a couple of triangles. Because if we don't, then the monsters coming out of the gates and NPCs fighting with the monsters out of the gates, like guards, etc. They'll kind of be standing around, eating out of their noses while screaming at enemies that they cannot get to. If you've watched development streams in the past, you may have noticed bandits and animals just kind of staring at my character while we are technically in combat, and that's exactly because of the lack of Navmesh. Are any of you guys watching Cobra Kai on Netflix at the moment? I started watching that show, I kind of like it. I'm hooked. Hey Chikara, welcome back. Prince and Larda, thank you for the follow. How long am I working on the project? So the real development of the project didn't start until 2016. That's when we had everything in place to kind of start development. But I'd been working on it since 2013, so 3 years before. We kind of started mapping out and preparing a lot of the groundwork. You may have, if you read my blog post on the website not too long ago, I was talking about Zilaf and Monocleus, who wrote the conversion tool that handled most of the hard work back in the day. So honestly, it's probably been it's been a bit too long for me, but yeah, still going strong. Hoping to reach the end of the line soon. If you think that waiting for this to come out is maddening, try working on it for as long as I have. Not sure which one is worse. Did I ignore you on purpose? We are taking applicants, yes. Yeah, feel free to volunteer again. I will say right now that different department leads take a different approach to applicants. Basically a new rule that we have on the team, which is unfortunate, but you know, with the amount of time we have, we can't write everyone a personalized letter anymore on why they didn't get accepted, for instance. So a bunch of the leads nowadays have a policy to get in touch if they're interested, and if they're not, then there's a chance that you won't get contacted. Sounds really harsh, but at the same time they're already busting their balls working on this in their free time and taking on the applications and writing letters of, hey, sorry, didn't make the cut, here's why, and finding feedback. That's something we did in the past, but some of the guys get so burned out just writing those that yeah, we decided to not do that anymore, I'm afraid. Yeah, it is what it is. Decayer, thank you for the follow. Irvin, thank you as well. Yeah, this should be done, right? No errors. Finalize. Moving on. I'm actually going to save the plugin, which can take a couple of seconds. It's usually quite slow. Ecto, thank you as well. Welcome aboard. There's no automated message system, no. Thank you, Irv. Appreciate that. We're not adding new voice acting, no. Car, thank you as well for the follow. So Skyblivion is a fan-made remaster of Oblivion. Basically, we're remaking the game in the Skyrim Special Edition engine, remaking assets, implementing the quests. So essentially, it's the same story as Oblivion, just an almost entirely new game. New mechanics, improved, and how do you say that? Streamlined mechanics. Less clunky, more fun. A bit more modern. Environments are made by hand instead of automatically generated like they were in Oblivion. I think that's as good as a recap as I can give you, honestly. King, thank you for the follow. You're the second guy today who has King in his username. Coincidence? I wonder. Should take care of all the errors. Does this channel have a donation link? Nope. No, I don't accept donations. There's links to my social media though. If you look me up, Rebel Size, anywhere, that should yield some results. I appreciate a follow. And it's free, so that. Oda, yes, this is Navmeshing, indeed. One, two, three. Hey man, King Hikes still works. Sounds cool. Pi, Oda, Distrobat, thank you for the follow. For the follows. Plural. Appreciate ya. Yeah, up next, after Navmeshing, I hope to be working on On some interiors finally. So I don't have anything else to work on. Okay, this one is being stubborn. What we want here for the people who are new is a green line. Oh, there we go. Mainly nav meshing. Yeah, right now we're making a really big push to finish all nav meshing. Hopefully this month. So that's why I'm focusing on this at the moment. Afterwards, I think the most logical next step would be interiors, since that is it's fun, it's easy to stream, not the most complicated thing in the world. You can do them in small batches, so I think that will be good, as well as, you know, educational for you guys to watch every now and again, which is really what I'm trying to focus on with Twitch. Okay, well. These are the Navmesh claims I hate. It's so hard to see where you're working. This. Suppose we're gonna go down this way. Beef dip. I think it follows. Fox. No, I'm not doing a job. I wish I had a job. I just graduated. Pretty shit timing. Did apply at a bunch of gaming studios, so hoping to get a response. But yeah, it's tough, I'm not gonna lie. Thing is, I could have, you know, studied for another few years, but I'm really done with the whole studying thing. I just want to work. Alright, Slipper, thank you for stopping by, and see you next time, hopefully. I didn't apply at Bethesda, but Bethesda is all the way in the United States. I am in Europe. I'm not really opposed to moving, but I was hoping to kind of stay in Europe for my work and not go overseas. Plus, I would need a visa and all that crap, which I don't think is easy to get right now with the whole Corona thing. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said earlier this stream, I can always use Twitch to strip for money, I guess. Desperate times and all that, you know? No, we're all good. I'm not starving just yet. Hero and Loon, thank you though. I studied business management. Link Beard, thank you as well. Oh, thank you for the tip. Actually, I'll look that up right now. Cloud Imperium Games. Cheers, friend. Will SKSC be required? Sorry if you answered already. Never apologize. Answering questions is half the reason why I'm here. Yes, SKSC will be required. Man, there's a lot of people with Amazon Prime in here today. Makes me wish I enabled subs. All the emotes I could have, can you imagine? Sweet Rolls, Imperial Guards, Oblivion Gates. I'm not in Germany. Oh, if I'm yeah, hell yeah, I'd get drinks. Pints in Germany are great. Mats, thank you as well. Look at all you primates showing off your nice little badge. I see what you're doing. Missed emotes opportunities. I know. Actually, I never order from Amazon because here in Holland we have bol.com, which is Amazon but better, really. You know, local Amazon. However, having said that, I ordered my first item from the new Dutch Amazon yesterday, which was a controller by 8-bit, I think they're called. I've used a Steam controller for years, but I really want to go back to, you know, just your old-fashioned controller. And this thing is Bluetooth. You can use on your Switch, on your phone, on your PC. It seemed really good. Hopefully it'll be worth it. Triumph Studio. Who are they? What do they do? I just use my PS4 controller. Yeah, the only controllers I have at my house are from a PlayStation 2. I'm old school, you know. I haven't owned a console. I never owned a console. My parents bought my brother and I a PlayStation 2 for Christmas once, which honestly was one of the best presents they ever gave us. That was so much fun. Playing back then, Medal of Honor was still really popular. Well, it was the only good war game. It was before Call of Duty had blown up. And I got all those games secondhand because when we got the PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3 had been out for, I don't know, not that long. A month or so. But yeah, we could get all the secondhand games. Which was pretty good because we didn't really have, you know, a lot of money to burn, so kind of worked out. When I did have money to burn, I bought my first gaming PC, which was a Dell Studio XPS 7100. Man, good times. And then a couple years later, I built my own PC. Never did that before. Kind of a miracle that it worked as well as it did. And I haven't looked back since. But as soon as I have a stable income, I would love to get a next-gen console. I already have a Switch. I bought myself a Switch this Christmas as my own, as a Christmas gift for myself. Problem with the Switch is that the games are super expensive. Like, it's not fun how expensive those fucking games are. So I only bought the new Pokemon game, which was meh, and haven't really bought any other game after. I got Diablo 3 for free at work, which was great. Been playing that. That's kind of it though. Yeah, it's really cool building your own PC. Whoa! Sinclair ZX Spectrum. That's old school. Old school cool. Just waiting for the new cards. Yeah, the announcement was great. The prices were really good as well. Wasn't expecting them to be priced so fairly almost. Well, I'm not really looking forward to the new cards because I'm not planning on getting a new one anytime soon. I'm not Mr. Moneybags, so I'll leave the upgrades for the next generation probably. But they look good. Price is enticing. I hope that AMD can still compete. So I do think competition is very important, but they look good. Curious to see how the benchmarks are gonna turn out. Because the marketing departments, you know, they have to make the game or the cards look as good as they possibly can. I want to see raw numbers though. Exilo, thank you for the follow. Welcome. The men, thank you for the follow as well. You paid almost 1800 for your 1080 Ti. In retrospect, you did it dumb. I mean, yeah, you're always gonna keep upgrading. It's kind of the beauty, but also the danger of having a gaming PC, you know? You kind of have to discipline yourself in trying not to upgrade every generation. Which is easier said than done. "99 open positions." Oh, that's cool. I'll be sure to apply after the stream, or maybe tomorrow. What's best? Okay, 3 warnings. Let's squash those warnings, shall we? 2 warnings. Fuck yourself with a stick, and 1 warning. Eat shit and die. Go. Aggressive Navmeshing for the win. See if the borders are okay. Look fine. For this corner here. Peach and Kida, thank you for the follows. I'm working on the region below Cyrodiil and above Blackwood. Alright, Spuffy, thank you very much for the support. Appreciate you. Have a good day at work. See you, friend. Oh, what's this? Go. I've applied for junior producer roles, community management, PR management, streamer coordinator, anything that sounded interesting or that I had experience with, to be honest. I did an internship at Activision, for which I got a really good recommendation. Problem is, I for all the applications I found, there was only one. I think I applied for 20 different companies, but there was only one that had a section for recommendations. And of course you put it on your resume and stuff, but kind of sad that I got a really good recommendation that I wasn't able to show off properly, I didn't think. But anyway, you know, whatever happens, happens. I told myself I would take 6 months off after graduating to just kind of focus on what I want to do myself. Then Corona hit. Now I'm doing a lot of extra work for the project, which is fine. I'm having fun with it. So for the next 6 months, I'm not going to be too hard on myself. I'm just going to apply wherever I feel like I would be a good fit. And in 6 months' time, I'm going to try again. And if that time around it doesn't work out, then I'm going to be desperate and beg for money. When I say beg for money, I mean at our government's support program thingy, whatchamacallit, financial support, while, you know, looking for less desirable jobs. You know, it doesn't really matter what you do. Like, of course it's important that the work you do every day is somewhat fun for you and challenging, but in the end, I've worked jobs, like the shittiest jobs, and I always found people to have fun with, you know? As long as you're working with people, then it's not all that bad. It just might not be whatever it is that you dreamt of, but you know, it is what it is. It's a hard world, not always fair, and you don't get to decide what's fair and what isn't, so deal with the cards that you were dealt and all that. Either way, I'm positive. I got my degree. I got my brain. That sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. I'm all good. I'm not ill yet, anyway. So, you know, there's a lot of people in worse positions than I am right now. Gotta stay positive. Alright, the thing is that where I'm from, if you want support, you can get it, that's not a problem. But you also have to actively apply for jobs, which might also be below your level, in your humble opinion, or in this case, in my humble opinion. And I don't want to do that just yet. I'm not in that desperate of a financial state right now that I have to get a job ASAP. So for the time being, I'm just trying to look for jobs that I think will be a lot of fun and if that doesn't work out, then it's time for plan B. Legit. It's anything but simple. But yeah, there's two steps. First step is automatic conversion, and second step is manual implementation, and this is where a lot of the fixing will go down. We're currently prepping our final quest build with the converted quests and data, scripts, you name it. And after that we will be doing the rest by hand, which is still a lot of work. Which is why we're always looking for quest implementers. But it'll be manageable and a hell of a lot easier than it was. Fucking hate water. I fucking hate it. Yeah, no worries, legit. All good. But you know, there have been a lot of exciting developments in the questing front lately. At this point, I think our biggest remaining tasks are going to be 3D architecture and that kind of stuff, which it's kind of difficult to find the right people for, to be honest with you. I never would have thought that that might be the last big item on our to-do list, but the way it's looking right now, that's probably what's gonna happen. Top level, thank you for the follow as well. And Bucky, welcome, welcome. Couldn't agree with you more, Ben. Cheers, Alex. Appreciate that. It's always nice to hear. Okay, for some reason, this cell is not navmeshed at all, which I find very odd. We're just gonna write this down and we will circle back to it. Maybe if we reload the plugin, it'll work. Small Crocodile and Tropicaner, thank you for the follows as well. Also, I'm starting to wonder... We lost Dawe. Looks like we might have. We definitely did. Where did we lose the way? Sean, I couldn't give you a percentage, but this is the last big claim. We have 4,400 cells, and this last claim is 300 cells. Oh, meshes. Yeah, that's even a harder question to answer, to be honest. I have no idea. Hey, Era. Oh, these fucking cells are so really annoying to work with. Thank you, Mel. Daniel, we're working on Navmesh today. Actually, if you type !Navmesh, you'll get a little explanation of exactly what it is that we're doing today. I have a feeling that I may have fucked up. Not getting any errors though. Okay, well, probably fine. In any case. Lucas, thank you very much. I'm not sure how long I'll be streaming today. Benve, it doesn't mean the exteriors are finished quite yet, no. Aaron and Necrolis, thank you for the follows as well. Save real quick. We're in 2613. Play the game later. This is a development stream today. I don't think we're gonna be playing the game. Something crazy happens. Yeah, maybe, but I doubt it. Not sure how to fix this one. What's been your least favorite thing to work on? I would say some parts of managing the project are a pain, you know. You spend a lot of time working in spreadsheets and planning things out. I work a lot with new volunteers who sometimes you're working on for a month, or you work with for about a month, and then they end up not handing in their assignment, or they just kind of disappear. But you spend probably, you know, close to 100 hours regardless on getting them set up, and that's always kind of demotivating when it happens, and it happens more often than I would like. Definitely Cyrodiil. A real banger for sure. Yes, hello by the way to you too. See, sound designers is a yes if you're able to handle implementation in the creation kit yourself. Otherwise, I'm afraid no. Ah, fuck. Okay. My input? What's up? What do you need my input on? Yeah, this is not good. See this? I'm pretty sure that while we were nav meshing, we skipped an area accidentally. Which is why these aren't stitched. It's pretty bad. It's not that big of a deal though, because we will get errors for this area when we get to it. But it's not ideal. Hey Alberto, it's me. Oh, I'm streaming. Okay, no, we've definitely been there though. Okay, God. So confusing. Well, it might be the end of the line, this... Wait, didn't we do this? We did. Oh, this is why I don't like working with Navmesh, guys. It all blends together for a while. Hey, Wen. Welcome back. We've been here. I think this is where the next part starts. Okay. 3412. 30. 12. Let's see. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop the stream here. I need to eat. I need some lunch. Dement, thank you very much for the kind words. Really appreciate that. Caitlin, I haven't really decided on that yet. We'll have to wait and see. Alrighty, in any case, I really want to thank you for sticking with me today. Appreciate that. Isn't Skyrim's map smaller than Oblivion's? It is, yeah. Oblivion's map is quite a lot bigger, yeah. And thank you for the follow. Not Moon Ghost. Appreciate you. As well as Chris. Alright, before we sign off though, let's see if we can raid anyone. I don't think so. We'll rate this dude. Okay, we're gonna rate someone who's playing Oblivion, so be nice. Let them know that Skyblivion is a thing. If any of you are watching on YouTube, most of these streams happen on Twitch. I don't always stream on YouTube. Actually, most of the time I don't. So if you really want to see everything that I do, hop on over to Twitch. There should be a link. Oh shit, I rated already. That's too fast.